Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kim and this is Expedition 3 Pages. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my January TBR, and I'm really excited about January because I'm going to be getting stuff done, which I'm really happy about. I really love playing TBR games, but what TBR games does is restrict you quite a bit. And so before I start up my next TBR game that I'll be doing, I thought I would take January off and just read what I want to read. There's a couple of challenges that I've wanted to get done for ages. My Reading Around the World challenge that I'm doing with Emily Beth Hall, and also the Gilmore Girls challenge that I'm doing with my mum. Those are well overdue to being done, so that's my goal for January. And then in February, I'm going to start playing my new TBR game, which is going to be called Tales from Two Trails. So I will be leaving TBR Trail behind for now, but I probably will come back to it again in the future. It's just, I felt like it was time to start something new. And I wanted to tweak the game to make it work more for how I want to read. So like quite a few people I've seen actually who've been uploading their TBR games for January, a lot of people have been tweaking their TBR games to make them fit in with the challenges that they want to do in 2022 and stuff like that. And basically I've done a very similar thing. I've planned out my goals for my 2022 reading and I've incorporated it into my new TBR game, and I'm hoping that that helps me keep up with my challenges. I have also kind of made it so that it is challenging, and depending on what happens throughout the game will either make it easier or harder for me to reach those goals. So I'm quite excited about that aspect of it, although knowing my luck, I'll probably just end up playing the part that makes it really hard. I just wanted to share with you the board so far. So it looks confusing at the moment because it's not finished, but I just wanted to kind of share with you the process so far. So this is the board right now. I'm just going to hold it up, which, yeah, I mean, there's nothing on it. There's a couple of lakes and there's a couple of trails, and that's about as far as I've got so far. There's different aspects linking each trail to each other, so that probably gives you an idea of how I'm thinking of playing my new game. But yeah, I'm really excited to get it done, and now that I've like come up with the ideas and I know what most of the prompts are going to be and I know how the game is played, I'm really excited to share it with you, and I hope that you guys enjoy it when I get around to playing it because I'm so excited. It's going to be really fun. In January sometime I'm probably going to do a walkthrough of the board and explain all the rules and everything like that, separate to my February TBR when I play the game for the first time, just so I have the rules all in one place. So that'll be coming out when I finish the game and and it's all ready to go kind of thing. I'm so excited. It's going to be really fun, I hope. But yeah, so the books I'll be reading in January are, for my Reading Around the World challenge, we've currently chosen books for Cambodia. So the 4 books that I will be reading for that are History of Cambodia, which is by Captivating History. So this is just a very general overview of the history of Cambodia. I did start reading it before, and I was having a really good time actually, because I was Googling the places they were talking about and I was looking on Google Maps and searching around, and there are some stunning buildings in Cambodia. It's just, it looks so nice out there. So I was really enjoying kind of looking around and exploring the area a bit on Google Maps and stuff. But I think that I will just start the book again and just skim the bits I've already read because it's been a while. But anyway, that's the first book that I'm going to read. The second book is more of a memoir book, and it's The Elimination by Ritti Pan. This one is going to be a harder book to read because it's about, well, it's Ritti talking about how his family were expelled from Phnom Penh. So Ritti Pan is a Cambodian filmmaker, and when Ritti Pan's family was expelled, I believe all of them ended up dying through being worked to death, starvation, or execution. And in this book he's decided to confront one of the people who was responsible for the genocide. So yeah, this is going to be a really difficult book to read. The third book I've chosen is The Governor's Daughter by Sambath Mies, and this is a fiction book. So in this book you follow Anjali, and Anjali's love interest has been accused of either trying to kill or attacking the governor's daughter, and the penalty for that is death, and Anjali doesn't believe that he did it, and so is on a race to try and find the person that actually did do it before he is killed, basically. And then finally I try to pick for each country like classic literature, and so what I've picked for this one is a book containing 15 folk stories that has been compiled by Muriel Paskin Carrison, who was told the folk stories by the Venerable Kong Chien, who is a Buddhist monk. So that's going to be my classic literature for Cambodia. So yeah, those are the 4 books. If you wanted to hear more about the challenge and what I kind of am doing with it and the previous countries that I've done, which is only 2. I'll leave a link to my original Cambodian TBR video down in the description if you wanted to go and check that out and just hear more about the challenge and stuff like that. But as I said before, I'm doing that with Emily Beth Hall. And I'll link her channel down below too. The other book I want to read is Little Dorrit, which me and my mum have been reading for our Gilmore Girls reading challenge for over 6 months now, I think. 6 months, thereabouts. I don't know, a long time. And it is a book that's long, it's daunting, it's like over 1,000 pages, but we should have read it by now, really. We are a little way into it already. I think I've got 25 hours of the audiobook left, so my goal is to try and listen to like an hour a day. That's the plan. So, Mum, if you're watching, we're listening to an hour a day. I'll also link to our Gilmore Girls reading challenge video, the only one that we've done so far, where we chose the Little Dorrit to read if you wanted to go and check that out. But I'm really, really hoping the next video will be coming out in February, where we plan to discuss Little Dorrit and also The Little Match Girl. We also read for that, and then we're going to be choosing the next book on the list to read. Anyway, that should be coming out in February, I hope. And then the last book that I'm going to be reading in January is one from my book club that I do with some friends and family at home. And the book we're reading for this is called Doing Time by Jodie Taylor. So this is like #1 in the series called The Time Police. And apparently it's a spin-off to a book series called The Chronicles of St. Mary's, which I haven't read. But I did look it up and it said that it doesn't matter if you haven't read it, so I hope that's true because I haven't read it. So this book, I don't really know much about it apart from that it's about a group of police who are in charge of making sure the world's timeline stays the same. So I think in this world anyone can go back in time, so that's kind of their job. But it's after the Time Wars now and they have to fight to save themselves. That's all I really know. It does sound really intriguing, to be fair. The only thing that worries me about this is that it says, when I was looking up on Storygraph, it said that it was good for fans who like Doctor Who, which I've never really been a fan. Well, I've never really watched Doctor Who, but I've never been drawn to watch Doctor Who either. Ben Aronovich, who I've seen his books about, I think, but I haven't read any of them, so I don't know what his writing's like. And Jasper Fforde, where last year I read The Constant Rabbit. No, I did not like that book. So I'm a little bit worried that I'm not going to like the book, but hopefully I do. And I've got it on audio, so hopefully that, you know, it's easy. It'll be easy to read, hopefully. And it does sound fun, so I'm not going to judge it. Anyway, yeah, so that's it. I've still got my giveaway going at the moment, and the winner is going to be chosen on New Year's Day at 12 noon GMT. So if you wanted to enter the giveaway, then I will link the video to that down below as well. That was in my last TBR video of December. I'm really excited to pick a winner. It'll be a really fun way to bring in the new year, I think. So yeah, I think that's everything. I hope that everybody is doing well, and if you celebrate Christmas, that you had a lovely time. I'm so excited to get things done in January. I will be talking, like I said, a little bit more about my goals for 2022 when I do the tour board of my new TBR game. But I'd absolutely love to hear if you guys have any goals, because who doesn't love a good goal? I'm pretty sure most of us here on BookTube love goals. Probably not all of us, but I'm pretty sure most of us. Yeah, so I'd love to hear about any goals that you're making for 2022. And yeah, I hope everyone is doing well and keeping healthy. It's a bit crazy out there at the moment. I hope everyone is well and safe. And yeah, I will speak to you soon.